Okay, so it seems only one person is gonna go on right now, and that's fine. I just needed to talk and get things off my chest, and the only way to do that from me not personally talking to somebody is going. And I don't usually go live because I don't usually talk about my feelings. And first, I want to say that I'm sorry about the camera quality. It's pretty shitty. But I've been going through a hard time with my life, constantly being down on myself. I've went through a whole lot in my life that I blame myself for. One And I, I just want to give a quick background because it's not like completely important. I mean, obviously, it's my life and it's what I've done and it's who I was, not who I am now. But when I was about 6, I was abused by my stepfather and my dad, my mom, by my stepmom's grandpa, just sexual, physical, verbal, just everything. And at that time, I was not in the right state of mind. I was going to therapist. I was seeing she put me on meds because that's what they all think will save you. They think that drugging you up and putting you on medication will help. But putting you on medication and stuff like that, though for some people, yes, it helps. For others, not so much. For me, medication became an addiction. I'd act out. I tried to do anything just to be put back on more meds because I wanted to feel numb. I didn't want to feel anything. I didn't want to go through what I was going through. And though that is not the best option, I mean, it still helped. Just don't go and do that. Don't go and just because you're emotional or just because you're going through a hard time, don't go and try to get put on as much meds as possible because it's not worth it. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't solve your problems. Medication is not meant for that. It's meant to help with your emotional stability to try to technically guide you into a certain direction. Well, like I said, I had acted out constantly. My father thought it'd be best to have me put in a residential, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that it's basically a locked down place to where you have certain routines. You have to go through certain things. You have to eat what they choose for you. It's pretty much a jail. And I've been to many of those. I've been to about 12 of them in my whole entire life, and it was not fun. It wasn't the best thing for me. I wouldn't recommend going out and doing some of the things that I did to try to be put in these facilities unless not saying that you should do this, but if you're in a hard situation, tell somebody. Don't keep it a secret. Whenever I was acting out like that, I'd hurt myself, I'd hurt others, and it was not right. I'd go out and run away constantly. I'd go out and I'd run away. I thought defying everybody and doing drugs, which don't I mean, if you do drugs, I'm not gonna judge you, but don't go and just do them to numb yourself because it only makes things worse. It it doesn't. And though it may seem like at that moment the drugs are helping you, it's not worth it in the end. It ruins your life. But that's not why I'm talking. Through my years of being abused, I blame myself, and sometimes I still do blame myself, even though I know it's not my fault. I know that what happened to me, the people that did those things, it was their problems. It wasn't mine. A 6-year-old girl from 12 will not, it's not possible. It's not their fault. It's not their fault, and it can't. Like, no 6-year-old girl is gonna know what sex is, what drugs are. Like, they're just not gonna know that unless they've been around it or somebody's done something to them. And I was describing it, word for word. Like, I knew everything that was going on, and I knew I needed to get out of there. Well, I decided to tell my school counselor, and my dad found out. And whenever my dad found out, he got so pissed off. He cussed me out, he hit me, he'd throw me around, he'd drink, he'd do all kinds of stuff that just I didn't deserve. Nobody deserved to have that done to them. And whenever that did happen, I didn't know what to do, so I'd run. I ran from my problems. I didn't stand up for myself or anything like that. Well, it began to get too hard for me, and the last time I ran away, and then I came back and he was still mad, he was still drunk, he was still hitting me. So I decided to protect myself the only way I knew how, which was how I was taught, which was by violence, which violence is not the answer, but it helped me. And that last time that I stood up for myself, he decided that he was gonna have me locked up. He put me in a residential. He put me in a he put me in a residential, and that was the end of it. He put me in hospitals. He just didn't want me to live with him because he knew that the next time that he did something that I would stand up for myself. Because nobody should be being hurt like that. And if you are, tell somebody. It's not right. It's not okay for what those people are doing to you, and you shouldn't have to go through that. But whenever I was going through this and I got locked up, I got put in hospitals, like I said, and well, when I was there, like, I got used to the violence so much that I could not stop myself. I got so crazily out of hand. I'd hit people randomly just to get what people there called a booty dart. Like, it's to calm you down, but if you stayed up long enough, you'd get a high from it, and that's what I did, and I got addicted to doing that. So I kept being violent, I kept hitting people randomly, I'd attack people, and that's not who I am now, obviously. But I didn't know what to do with myself. I thought that if I was drugged up enough, that the pain would all go away. I became very suicidal, and I started hurting myself, like I said. I cut constantly. I still have the scars from it. Those scars don't go away, and I get embarrassed from them. I was even embarrassed to tell my own boyfriend about what they were from. Um, I had swallowed glass, razor blades, anything to try to hurt myself, kill myself. And I was here for a reason. I'm obviously here for a reason. And I don't need to be discouraged because my life is not what it should be. You make your own life. You do what you think is best. You follow your own dreams. I still don't even know what my dreams are and I'm 18. I know that I've been through some hard times. I know that I've been through some hard times and that I took it out on people. I hurt people that didn't deserve to be hurt because I was hurt. Hurt people. And that's just how it is. And it shouldn't be that way. It should never be that way. And the fact that I was doing that, I'm ashamed of that. I wish I could go back and tell the people that what I did was not okay, that they did not deserve to be hurt like I was. They Nobody deserves to be hurt like I was. But as I said, I tried to kill myself multiple times, and none of them worked. And it's I'm here for a reason, and I'm trying to find my passion. I'm trying to find out why I am here because I honestly don't know. I was in foster care from about 12, 12 years till just June 6th, and I missed over 12 years of being with my family for Christmas. I missed every single one of my little sister's birthdays. I've I've missed everything that no kid should ever have to miss. I didn't get the loving, sweet mom that I should have deserved. I didn't get the dad that I only dream of having and that I still look back and I'm like, why doesn't he love me? What did I ever do wrong to deserve this? And I still think, what did I do wrong? I mean, I get I wasn't the best influence. I get that everything that I did was not okay. But being treated like that, you don't know what to do, especially at a young age like I was. And like I said, I don't know what my passion is. I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe and I know I have to work for it. I'm always gonna have to work for everything that I do. I currently don't even have a job. Like I said, I just got out of foster care and just living in that lifestyle, you don't learn what you need to learn. You don't learn how to drive. You don't learn how to apply for jobs. You don't learn any of that. I learned in that point is that people are gonna hurt you and you shouldn't hurt them back even though. But I mean, it's been a hard time. I mean, it still is a hard time. I'm currently, like I said, unemployed. I have a drinking problem. I smoke too much. I try to find different ways to numb myself. Just recently I had another self-harming incident and I just recently had another self-harming incident and I took 12 pills that were meant to lower my blood pressure and it didn't do anything and trying to hurt yourself, doing any of that. It doesn't do anything. It just causes you pain, and you don't need pain. Every night I go to sleep and I wonder why my parents didn't love me like they should have. I still live with my mom, and though it is getting better, it's not ever gonna be perfect. We still have the damage from my stepfather from when he abused me sexually and he went to jail for it and he killed himself. And I still blame myself for that because I feel like if I didn't I wouldn't have told that he'd still be alive, and I know that that's not my fault. Like, that was never my fault, but still deep down inside, I also know that I still have pain that I need to deal with, that I have to deal with. I loved my dad so much, and even though he did all the things that he did to me, like, I mean, he was still there when nobody else was. He still cared about me, and though in a way it shouldn't have been, he still did. I know my mom still loves him, and that's also, like, a weakness because it's not easy to lose somebody that you care so deeply for and that you, like, I don't know what to do with myself because of it, and I've let myself go so downhill that it's crazy, and I don't know what to do. I can't I can't live a life that I feel is a lie, and I know that I'm gonna have to leave, and it's gonna hurt my mom, and it's I mean, but everybody's gotta leave home at everybody's gotta leave home at some point and move on with their lives, whether it's at 17, 18, it doesn't everybody leaves home at some point. And for those of y'all who are struggling with abuse, with suicidal or anything like that, just know that you're not alone. You'll never be alone. There are so many people out there who need your help, who need the support. And I mean, some people, like, I look at, I know that it's not ever gonna be perfect. It wouldn't ever be perfect like that. And I know that I need to stop blaming myself for all the stuff that I do. Well, not that I do, but that everybody else did to me. And I know that I have my part in situations. I know that I did things to people, I hurt people, and that's not okay. It's not okay. And I see people on here on YouTube and their lives are so great. But honestly, deep down, I think that their lives aren't that great. That it's just a show. It's just something that you put on to hide what is really going on for so long because I blame myself for not being there in her life for so long. I missed every single one of her birthdays, and it hurts. This year, like not this year, but January is gonna be the first time that I'm actually there for her birthday. I've never even really been home for my own birthday. And it makes it even worse because everybody's gonna be so happy that I'm home and I'm not gonna know what to do or what to think. I've never been around a family situation like this. I've never had the support that I needed. I still don't have the support that I need. I go to my grandma's every single day. Well, not every day, but every single time I go over there, I feel like I'm being constantly judged. And I don't want that to be how I feel. I don't think I deserve to feel that way. I have a brother who I talk to sometimes, and I mean, we always get into fights, which that's the brother life, but he tries to compare his life to me, and nobody's life is compared to anybody else's life. It's just not possible. We all go through different situations. It might be the same kind of circumstances, it might be the same scenarios, but we all have different feelings. We all have ways that we dealt with our feelings, and mine just happened to be hurting myself and others. And I don't and I just hate the fact that I don't know what to do with my life. So if anyone has anything that they could say that could probably help me, then please do. Please just give me, like, put comments, do anything, because I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I have no idea how my life is going to continue to go. And I know I'm going to continue to fight. I know I'm going to continue doing what I need to do. But I just don't know how. I don't know. I just don't know. Sorry. And I mean, it's so hard to deal with everything that I've dealt with. It's so hard to deal with the pain that I feel every day. I fall asleep listening to depressing music. That's all I listen to is depressing music because that's how I feel. That's how my thoughts are just put. And I used to sing. I'm so scared. Like I used to be so great. And like I said, I let myself go downhill. I used to sing in church. I've lost my religion. It's just everything is gone. And I don't know, maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I'm just, I don't, but just maybe, maybe talking about it on YouTube, maybe doing, trying to help others, letting people know that it's not okay if you're being hurt. And I mean, I know people go through hard times, and I know that it's not always gonna be perfect, but don't hurt yourself. If you feel suicidal, call the suicide hotline. I don't really know the number, but I call it because I mean, you can talk anonymously on it. You don't have to let people know who you are. You don't have to hide either. You can let people know, "Hey, I'm going through this and I think I need help," because hurting yourself becomes an addiction. It's not a fun one. So please, if you ever feel like that, you can even you can even message me, but just know that you're not alone. And I guess that's all I wanted to talk about. So thank you for you who have listened, and just know, yeah, you're not alone. You never will be. You have people who care about you. Even if I don't know you, I care about you. And just do what you think is right. And that's all. So, how do you end